Hello everybody, welcome to the fifth part of my practice series on Backgammon Galaxy. As always, if you like the content, please press the corresponding button and subscribe to the channel. And of course you can also go to my website, check it out. Maybe you're interested in lessons or buying the theory of backgammon. Just go and visit the site. Okay, without further ado, I will play a match now. So here we go. Okay, Westerlund, I know he's from Sweden, so first time that I play against someone who I'm certain to know. Good player. So 6-1. Okay, what am I supposed to do here? Probably just making the bar point. Double aces is a great shot. I will split my back checkers. Six, 4. That's not ideal. I think I will just run out. Good for outfield control. And gives me more covers for the 8 point if I survive like I do here. So now certainly not a cube yet, but we are getting closer, I think. Just make the prime. So not a good roll for him. Race is about even. I've got the stronger prime. He's got the weakness. I threaten to escape, so I think I should cube here. Not super volatile, the position, and an easy take. So rather the double is in question here. Can I play with, can I leave these shots? I think I probably should. He's got a blot. Just making the 10 point is really nice. Not ahead in the race, so I really hope to complete a prime here. So that was not ideal. I think I shouldn't take too many risks here or hit loose or anything. I can also just go to the ace. Feels a bit weird. I think this gives me better chances for priming. And attacking. So close race, so I think I have to make the point. Don't see much else. Worked out so far. Okay, shall I leave 6 numbers being heard that far in the race? This looks a bit strange, but it's completely safe. So I will choose the safe play. Five. Again, I can play completely safe, so why not? I mean, that gives me trouble on some 6s, but doesn't leave anything for now. 3-1. So I think I am too far ahead in the race that I can hit here. Just hope for the best. Still really bad sixes. Yeah, maybe I got myself into unnecessary trouble here. Maybe I even have to hit, but that looks weird, and still I have the problem with the sixes, so I don't know. Too far ahead in the race, I feel. Probably should stay back. Quite a few bad numbers for me. Any 6 except for 6-3 I can see. 5 deuce. So I think he definitely he should stay. And yeah, I don't think I can afford to leave anything. And also he has to move pretty soon. Or break his board, that is. So I'm really not sure whether I should have played a little bit more risky and flexible. So now I will play these for sure. And I think I will just get closer. Not waste pips on the ace point, but maybe I should. Hoping, but no, he will still like the contact. Although the race is really close now. Not anymore. Yeah, maybe I should have been a bit more aggressive while bearing in. At least it felt that way after all these awkward numbers. Okay, so curious to see that game. So he should run, of course, and I think I should go for the prime, not split my back checkers. He's got this double fives. Blitzing position, making the ace point also seems to be the wrong idea. My advantage lies in the priming game, so I will play to my advantage. Question is, do I need to hit here maybe to 5, 3, 4, but certainly a bit more flexible. This looks kind of weird with the stacks and should give me some trouble next time. So if I hit, I think I still want to step up. So should I blitz here? Yeah, the other play looks just a little bit too stacked. And certainly when he dances, and that was also an idea behind the play, I think I have a good cube with my anchor, my blitzing potential, racing lead, and probably he should take because of the score. I think I would have taken, but mainly because of the score. Not sure, however. But actually, I'm happy to have cashed a point here. 5-4 is horrible. So I won't move my back checkers, and I don't think I can do anything constructive. And probably he should cube here. And I still think it's a take. If he misses and I make my 5 point, I'm in good shape. I've got the anchor, and yeah, for example, in a variation like this, if he misses me again, I can build a prime. Well, first he is building a prime. So that's unfortunate. I think I cannot leave too many shots or slot anything. So do I want to leave only 3 numbers or 4 numbers and play 6 to 5? Well, like this, I've got a little bit more contact. So I feel at least it turned out well. I thought double 3s are good anyway, so yeah, I'm surprised. Probably in his shoes I would have used the opportunity to jump out with the back checker. Great shot. Still, the task is to roll some 3s and get the back checkers moving. This is not it. Nothing much to do. Just hope he doesn't roll a 5 and hope to roll something better this time. Guess he can only play 11 to 5. I wouldn't have left all these blots, because I certainly will attack if I can. And then these blots can easily become liabilities, like here. Of course, I don't have cube or anything. So now I will slot to make the 6 prime. So 3's all over. Fine with an ace as well. So interesting. I cannot split. I have to make the 6 prime and hope he crunches probably. I mean, I cannot split and lift, and then I'm open to attack. I'll just make the 6 prime. And yeah, my task is simple. Roll a 3 and then probably I have won the game, because he will crunch, but it's not the case. So I play inside 7 to 3, so that I don't need to play 6s on my next turn to kill my 6s. That was the idea. So now, yeah, so there goes this game, at least for now. Quite unfortunate turn of events. So main concern is, of course, now avoiding getting gammoned. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only one dead checker. Yeah. And one more dead checker. And no more dead checkers, and a hit. So, still very much in the game if I continue performing. Yes. So now I'm ahead in the race. So if he dances, I'm in great shape. Do I really need to give him the 5-2? I don't see much sense in it, to be honest. So now usually this would be a pass, but his take point, if he passes the recube, he has only got 16% match winning chances. So That's interesting. I think he's below 20 already, but I'm not 100% sure. I mean, for money, it's a clear pass. So that means, or at least that's what I think. So that means he should be below 20. Do I want this to be the game for the match? I mean, maybe he passes 5-0. I have 6. He has 16% if he passes. How much does he have in this game? I don't know, but since I don't know, follow my rule and double, and you can see good things can happen. Maybe he was completely correct to drop this. So now I'll try to avoid gammonish positions, and maybe again I should play a little bit faster. Okay, this seems to be the natural play at the score. Simply leading to a non-gammonish position and with a clear advantage for me. Pretty much exactly what I want. And I think I should make... I mean, there's also this slotting play. Sometimes I see that's correct, but I think I should just play simple and strong. For 3 hits, and I guess continues. So now I have very reasonable gammon chances. So there are various plays. I can play like this. So that keeps him from anchoring, and I have good chances of picking up the next checker. If I hit that checker first, I mean, that looks great, but if he rolls a deuce, usually in these blitzing positions, you really try to do everything to keep your opponent from anchoring. So I will do this because I feel I can pick that third checker up later. For example, now. Okay, that's a miss, but still a good roll. He desperately needs a 4 now. Double aces is also good for him. Depending on what I roll, of course, I will hit loose. Again, theme is to keep him from getting a better anchor. So I didn't consider hitting on his 8 point. Okay, so I don't think I need to keep the bar slotted. Okay, good shot for him. So in these positions, I really don't think about cubing, simply because the golden rule is when you're 2-away and leading, and there are some gammons, simply don't cube. That's all that there is to say. Okay, playing for outfield control. I don't know if that was maybe a bit too loose. Maybe I should have just played 6-4 into the 11, causing myself unnecessary problems maybe here, but also still feel very comfortable here. Okay, he's got a blood, so do I really need to? But he's okay. This time I will play like this. I don't know. So do I want to step out? I think the answer is yes. F1 is a good shot. Oh, reconnecting, that's bad. So this means... Okay, I'm reconnected, that's important. Better do something. Double aces, not so great, but no damage so far. I don't know, maybe I should have played it differently, but also worried a little bit about my time again, especially because of the disconnect that just happened. Yeah, I guess. Okay, he plays it really ambitious. I don't know. I mean, he has to also pay attention to gammon losses, so I don't think that was warranted, that risk. I mean, a hit, and by me and his gammon chances my gammon chances really increase. Double deuces here. Okay, he continues to leave me something which I frankly don't understand. Maybe he wants to be retimed, but I think he should think less about winning, but more about avoiding the gammon, of course. He can win this. Wouldn't say easily, but still decent chances. One joker away, basically. So double sixes is good anyway, so I might as well leave double sixes, and also I get a return on double sixes if he hits me, so it's actually even better. But I certainly don't want to give him double fives on top of that. So maybe I just block it for one roll. How bad can it be? Double fours is a good shot. It doesn't roll a six. So can I still play for the gammon? I think I can actually. But now, I mean, I have some short leaving numbers. Now I will just cube him out. Which leads us to the Crawford game. Huge pass, of course. His take point isn't even especially low or anything. So, of course, I would be very happy if he takes this. I mean, he sees there are some short leaving numbers like, what is it, 6, 4, 5, 4, double sixes, double fives. He has some racing equity. But all in all, I think this is a very big pass. Yeah, maybe he got a bit frustrated of how the games went. But he takes the prudent route. And we have the Crawford game. This is one of these Crawford games where I don't care much about losing a gammon. Always have to keep that in mind when entering the Crawford game. You've got to pay attention to whether it's a Crawford game where gammons matter or not. So this is clear, and I think I'll just unstack my deuce point. Not so sure. Yeah, that looks natural and can't be that bad. For 3, I mean, I don't want to blitz, but I don't see any other option. But putting him on the bar, don't know, maybe this. Okay, just put it there to be shot. So now race is about even. Do I really want to keep the anchor? I mean, this looks appealing because he has only 8 checkers in the zone. I don't mind losing a gammon, and actually the 16 point looks nice. I have control over the whole board, so I will just do this. Don't really mind that much getting attacked. I've got the stronger board. Of course, this is a bit awkward. Don't want to leave anything else. So now he may be able to blitz me. Three, 1. Yeah, I guess I just make the good point. Four, 1. So where's the 4? I mean, I don't see any good ace here. Maybe like this, just stepping up. I think I really have to hurry here. So I'll enter here and play something like this. Six, 2. That's a good shot. So maybe get rid of some of the blots. Okay, another good shot. So now we'll slot the bar. The most straightforward way of winning, of course, is just to make the 6 prime. Well, now it's not necessary anymore because I brought all my checkers around. So I will just try to avoid any shots. So of course I won't hit loose either. A little bit flexible, more flexible. I mean, it's only double 6s that is bad here. 3, 1 is great. So it hopefully solves my time trouble. Not that it was really big time trouble, but if you have watched other videos, you know I'm getting a bit nervous when the clock is running down. So that seems to be Jin. Actually, some people mentioned in the comments that my mouse is sounding too much, so I bought a new one. I hope this is better now. Little detail. So I encourage you to make comments and yeah, trying to improve as I go along. So let's see who played better. Okay, so I also win these extra points, and I will need to make a deeper analysis, of course, which is coming up. So here's the XG analysis. I'm not super happy with my play, but I still think it's okay. So some interesting decisions. I think what surprises me is that actually I was even thinking about cubing or not. I don't think I thought for too long, but still in his shoes I would have taken as well. So that shows you how big a liability White's blot on his ace point is. So yeah, the race is even, but this is mainly a priming battle, and it'll be really hard for him to build a counter prime, and I have such a big priming advantage. Still, I'm surprised that this is a pass. Okay, let's go to my first blunder. And this is a play I didn't have on the radar at all. So XG wants me to play to the 6 points. So that's just in line with the priming plan. Not playing checkers behind the action. So it even didn't occur to me to volunteer anything. But of course, when you see it, it makes all the sense in the world, because even if he hits me on the midpoint, he has still got a lot of work to do. He's got a blot that I can hit back immediately, but then he has to contain my back checker after hitting while rolling a 2 and a 5 to escape. So I mean, that's worth taking the risk not to just bury checkers like I did. I played this, and that also leaves 2 numbers at least. And yeah, it will be really hard for me to get a 6 prime. And since I'm down in the race, I really should go for the prime. So I think a very interesting spot. And I don't blame myself too much for making a mistake, but I hope I will learn out of it. Yeah, and then I had a bad feeling with all my bear-in moves that I played too safely, and up to this point everything was fine. But then I really should have given 3 numbers, double 4s, which is good anyway, because it catches up in the race, and for a 6, because I think I mentioned it after my play, the resulting position is such that I have to play the 6, 10 to 4. So with many 6s I will just leave it direct, and which I can avoid if I make the correct play, because then if I survive, which is likely, I can play 8 to 2 with any 6. So not a terrible mistake, but a significant one. Yeah, and then the double aces. So that was also like, I think, not so easy to get right. Have a look at the correct play. The idea behind the correct play is that this is a very close race. So with many of his rolls, white will just run out. So, and then imagine the white's blot is gone. So here I have a much better bear-off structure. If I just can fill in the gap on the 4 point with the 6, I have a good bear-off. And 10a2 risks to leave 2 gaps. For example, I roll a 6-5, actually a good number on the next turn, actually normally a good number in the race because it's 11 pips, great, but then that leaves me with 2 horrible gaps on my 4 and 5 points. So this is simply worse for the race, and it's significant. So it's like 4 percentage points fewer game wins, so that's very big. And yeah, I should have thought it through a bit better, but it makes all the sense in the world when you see it afterwards. So the rest was okay in this game. Yeah, and next game, second game, it was only the cube action where I said that I would have taken. So as you can see, this is just right on the cusp. And it's a small pass, good decision by him. But I thought because of the score he can take. If you want to see my double 6s that led to the position, that is a slight mistake. But what was certainly correct, that I should hit on the 8. What I contemplated, this play I contemplated is a blunder. It's just too stiff and too inflexible. But I just should have played like this. Probably I have a good cube in many situations, and yeah, but I thought making the anchor makes more sense, but it's not a big difference. But important is that you hit on the ace here. So don't go for the prime, but switch to the blitzing plan. Okay, so next game, standard cube, I would say. I mean, as I described, if he misses and I can make the 5 point, I have a very good game, so take is out of question. On the other hand, he's ahead in the race and he has threats to hit me, so he can easily lose his market. And he's trailing in the match, so he can cube a bit more aggressively. And then maybe some interesting moves. Was this the game where I criticized some of his moves? But I don't think so. I think I criticized this one here. Yeah, I mean, it's so often correct when you're ahead in the race, just run out, even if it's a double shot, but that really keeps me from building priming points. So of course I will hit whenever I can, but then I cannot build anything. Like for example, next roll I rolled a 6-4 and made my 4 point after he decided to play 13-5. And if he had run out, I would have hit, but then I would have had a lot of blots and couldn't have made the inside point. So that's also part of the reason why running out is clearly correct here. So just rule of thumb, when you're way ahead in the race, just run. With your last checker, that is. Okay, so I don't know. Yeah, this he could have played with one more builder. I mean, then he can make the 4 point with threes and aces, so that's probably the reason. And I think this play I also criticized because I thought 11-5 is the prudent route to take and not leave any blots, because of course I will attack white's back checker, and then these blots can become liabilities, as it happened almost. So I attacked and just couldn't roll a 3, so he wasn't punished for leaving these blots. And here, why is 9-5 better? It's so he played 11-7, and correct is this. Yeah, I guess there's not much reason to leave that short, but okay. So the rest was okay. And cube action, interesting. So I managed to hit the perfect moment for cubing, take past borderline. But for me, as the side considering doubling, it was only important to make sure that I somewhere near the 84% mark. So at 16% he has to pass, lower than 16%. So if I'm close to that, like let's say 18 or 19, that's fine for me and to cube, and the rest is his problem. And you heard me saying while playing, so that how I calculated that I should be close to 16, simply because for money it's a huge pass, so I should be better than 80%, and then it can't be bad to cube here. So that was a good cube. So he passed. Next game, anything interesting? Let me see my plays. No, there was just all kind of. This was a small mistake. 4-3. So play 4-3 and keep more outfield control. Get it? No big deal. And I'm curious to see his plays where he volunteered shots, and yeah, this was one of these. Playing safe even wins more games because so he should have played 13-6. He played like this, but this wins even more games because like this he's threatening all the time to roll double sixes and become the favorite, whereas when I hit, he basically has no chance going forward, and of course leaving the blot increases his gammon losses, and a gammon, undoubled gammon, would win me the match. And this is the same thing. Again, I was really happy to get a shot, so he just should have played safely, and I think the way this is the correct play. Probably I also have double fours as I have double fours as a crunching number, so it keeps like a mini prime, so sometimes something good can come out of it. So this is why this mistake is a bit or significantly bigger. And yeah, this I'm really happy to hit here, and then he just has no path forward, only the ace point game would be left. So cube action. Yeah, I should have cubed here already because I have some short leaving numbers, and my gammon possibilities are just too remote, but this is kind of whatever. And here it was much more important to cube because there are many more numbers that leave a shot and let him get back into the game, and also my gammon wins are now virtually non-existent. So yeah, that cube was also fine. I think yeah, my cube action was really spot on this time. Happy about it. Checker play. Okay, the double match point. Okay, I see two blunders, one by him. Okay, let's see. So he shouldn't have stepped out. Simply hit and slot the 5 point. And he made the quiet play and yeah, gave me all options. And yeah, it's difficult to see this, I think, because slotting the 5 point against the 4.5 point board that I have is rather unusual. But he really he's quite fine on the 24 point for now. And like that, if he gets lucky, he can just build his board. But yeah, I'm not sure if I would have seen that play. But okay, here my mistake. So wrong strategic considerations. I thought the best way to win this is just make the 6 prime and then I'm through. But I should have just minimized the risk. This also makes the 6 prime with some rolls and at no risk. I'm way ahead in the race, so I can just race it home. So yeah, so that was actually significant. Had the race been closer, or had he been leading in the race, I'm sure going for the 6 prime is more attractive, because otherwise he just enters and threatens to win the race if I cannot make the prime. But since my racing lead is already that big, yeah, I should have just gone for the race. So that was the last mistake of the match. I think there were quite a few interesting spots here. Yeah, but that was it from the match. So since this series seems to be quite popular, I will continue it, and plan for now is coming out with a practice video on Galaxy once a week to be posted usually on the weekend. And if there are some other matches on tournaments on Heroes, we'll post them as well, some in German language too. So again, if you like the content, press the button. Thank you. Bye bye.